fine. I mean, I when I was a responsible adult for Heidi for like 2 Fridays, you do what you got to do.
So you're all about people having homes, Colleen?
I'm all about people having homes. Very fond of that concept.
Well, while I'm still messing with the computer and getting everything going here, I am so tickled. Hello, Colleen Bertino, by the way.
Good morning. Hello, Kelly.
And Megan is back. Miss Megan.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing really well. Glad to be back.
Yeah.
Got stuff done. She's like, I can do the podcast with you tomorrow. I'm like, great.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to take care of business.
Hey, man, it's about time. I mean, Colleen and I have a really good time doing this, but it's ever so slightly more fun when we've got one of the crew members here with us.
It's really fun because, Michael can just get skeeved out about, girly parts, and you just get skeeved out about robot parts, and it's all fun.
It's actually all extremely fun.
And then there's going to be a robotic vagina that'll take both of us down.
Oh man, there's vagina stuff today that's like very, very, very interesting stuff. So, let's go ahead and what's going on at Fantasy Gifts right now, everybody?
Well, we're still in the process of we've got all the merchandise out of the downtown Minneapolis store. For those who may not have listened last week, we did close that down last week. It just retail in downtown Minneapolis just don't get along very well. I mean, no matter how much goodwill we have and people recognize Fantasy Gifts, you just don't buy a vibrator downtown anymore. So we've moved everything out, and we're going to be, for lack of a better term right now, I'm going to say cannibalizing it. So certain stores are getting all different parts of it, and so we're going to be St. Louis Park is going to be getting. It's not a remodel in a sense because there's nothing, I'm not doing anything electrical and I'm not moving walls, but it's going to get the sprucing up. It's going to get some of the fixtures.
Yeah, it's getting a refresh.
Yeah. And so that's nice. We've done most of the other stores, so now it's time to focus on that one.
It's going to be like Christmas with all the new, like, ooh, you get a counter and you get a chandelier. Yay.
We have, Tara has just found an amazing amount. What's really nice is that, well, it's frustrating because things that we do really well with, sometimes the manufacturers don't do really well with, but this is the time of year where folks go through their inventory. She has found the most amazing deals on products, so that's slowly coming in and going out to the stores. Yeah, and I'm just like, I was like, they didn't sell this, or maybe there was an over order, whatever it is. It's spectacular deal time.
There's one rabbit in particular, and I'm sure it didn't sell because it's bright orange. And that's not a popular toy color, but as I like to say, your vagina does not have eyes.
No.
Colors should be the least of your concerns. But it's a triple stimulator, and it's in stores now. So shaft for vagina, it's a goldfish is the shape of the thing that's for the clitoris. And there's also a part that goes anally too. And now we carry these other more popular that are like $129, but she was able to get such an amazing deal that we have them at $89. It is insane for a triple stimulator. And that's what I love is she found all these stuff on deals, and instead of just pricing it the way we'd price the item regularly, we're actually regularly, yes.
Have a good strategery.
Yes,
exactly. But yeah, we're the strategery is to pass the savings on to the customers instead of just being like, oh, more profit for us.
And we love it when you do that. So it's St. Patty's week.
Woo woo.
Yeah. Well, the only thing Irish about me is my name. And maybe because I did eons and eons of the Renaissance Festival, I think I've heard enough Irish music to last me 4 or 5 lifetimes. Although I do know several musicians and stuff like that do very well in the month of March. So go out, be safe. It's usually a pretty big day for Fantasy Gifts. People like to have a couple beverages and then have some fun. Today, though, is another holiday.
Which
yes, Megan, it doesn't quite have the popularity of, let's say, Valentine's Day or other things, but it is.
It is a steak and blowjob day. Yay.
Steak and blowjobs.
Steak
Yes.
and blowjob.
Really?
So I guess happy holidays, folks.
For those that celebrate.
Have some beef and then go pork.
Yes. Yes, all kinds of meat on the bone for
Wow.
in the works for this
Yep.
evening.
It's also, pie day, so there might have to be pie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yep,
3.14. Yeah, so there's lots of stuff going on today.
Apple, raspberry, cream pies, whatever might
Pies.
happen.
Does anybody find the term pie hole hilarious for a mouth? And like, why is it so derogatory? I mean, it's just like, but it's so funny. And you wouldn't say that to somebody that you weren't kind of trying to slam. So
Right.
like,
It should be a compliment. Like, yes, this is the hole where I put pies.
Yes.
Why? What's the negative connotation with
there.
this? But I did want to say for St. Patrick's Day, actually, too. So all of our stores right now, going back to the steak and bee job, sorry, vegetarians, we do have displays at a lot of the stores with lots of really cool ideas for oral, vibrating tongue rings and flavored oral lubes and an accommodator, if you want a dildo that straps onto your chin, whatever you want. We've got little displays for those. And then actually at a few of our stores, I know for sure Coon Rapids, Fridley, St. Paul, and my guess is Burnsville, we brought in socks for St. Patrick's Day, too. They're green, and they say little beer on them. They're little, like, thigh-high or knee-high little athletic socks for the holidays. So you want to get your beer socks, maybe a green wig, some green pasties.
Pasties.
You never know how the night will go,
going back to your apology to the vegans, do you not think that kale and blowjob has the same ring or what?
I don't think it does. It really doesn't.
Tofu and blowjob.
Tofu and blowjobs. Turfokey steak.
Tofurkey and blowjob.
We can go to that herborist butcher shop and say, hey, I'm trying to celebrate steak and bee job day. What do you got to offer me? Hopefully they'll have suggestions other than their own dick.
Okay.
I'm sure they will. I have no. The reviews on that place are great, but I haven't known anyone that's gone by. So I don't know. I like a cow.
Yeah, I did feel bad. I was mentioning that a couple of years ago. I used to date a vegetarian, and it was kind of awful. At least he wasn't a judgy one, Yeah. Like, I'm like, you shut your pie hole because I ain't putting this big fucking burger in my mouth. But I always felt bad. I was like, happy steak and blowjob day. Sorry,
Or not.
buddy. Here's some tofu. I'll give you tofu and a handy instead.
Well, now you don't have to totally deprive them. I mean, gosh, Meg, that's a little harsh, don't you think? Oh my God. So I have to admit, I've never been on Tinder because this has come out since I've been, steeped in my 8-year relationship. Have you ever used Tinder, Meg?
I tried, but it seemed really invasive.
Really?
Yeah, because it wasn't just like a website, like it was an app and it had to hook to your Facebook account and stuff. So I got a little paranoid about like privacy concerns.
Yeah,
And then
well,
I found someone on OkCupid pretty quick. So it worked out.
Yeah, I can see they asked for all the permissions. Like, why would you need access to my friends' emails?
Right.
All that
Or
shit.
my
Yeah,
Facebook friend list
Yeah,
and
no.
my camera.
Yeah.
Why do you need to access my camera? No.
Yeah, you're not the CIA. Come on.
Yeah, there should be a. Yeah, that's
It's the NSA of TNA.
Yeah, yeah.
See, I miss her when she's not here.
Yeah, it's the same thing for all those little all the data they're collecting on you when you're doing the what Star Trek captain are you?
Right.
Right. Same crap.
Right.
Yeah. No, that actually is kind of terrifying. And if there was any shred of an opportunity that anybody else, like, especially when back in the day when I was doing Match, I wouldn't have wanted my Facebook people to know that I was on Match. Well, I mean, I never hid it, but I'm not going to broadcast that to everybody. So that's scary. Okay. Well, Tinder's a big deal for a lot of people. And there's a guy out there that's blowing up Tinder, I guess. And he's, I mean, seriously, he's got more than he can handle as far as responses. And it's a picture. He's cute. He's a cocky little sucker. Some people like that. But his line is this: I call myself Jared, but you can call me tonight. And they are loving it. Loving it. What do you guys think?
No. It's like,
he's honest about it.
sure. But it's just like not particularly clever or
it's rather
funny
it's rather
or
But
ordinary.
effective. I mean, if you get the results,
maybe
right?
like folks are into old school pickup lines. Maybe folks that have Tinder don't know this is about 5,000 years old.
that could be.
What's old is new,
New
again.
Yeah.
Could be.
It's upcycled pickup lines. It's very shabby chic.
tacky chic.
Yeah,
Smarmy
tacky for
chic.
sure. I don't know. I'd want someone to try a little bit. A little harder than that.
I mean, well, then again, at least something's working for the guy. He's saddled with a name that is now synonymous.
That's
With
true.
a child molesting sandwich eater.
That's true.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's very bad.
Well, in other what the fuck news, vagina lipstick, ladies. Let's talk about it. Have you seen it?
No.
So it's like picture chapstick for your vulva.
Okay.
Okay. And once again, you got to give some of these contributors to Huffington Post some serious cred for being funny as hell on paper and just knowing how to turn a phrase and make fun of shit in very clever ways. They're talking about it seems plucked off the pages of Gwyneth Paltrow's diary. I'm a hater, I'll own it. But this is a product that they're saying because your other lips get chapped too. And they're saying, basically the author and some medical professionals quoted that this is questionable because at the end of the day, you shouldn't be putting stuff on there because it's like a self-cleaning oven, and introducing all this other weird stuff besides penises really is not such a great idea. You could invite more problems than you're allegedly
So it's a
balm
It's a
Chapstick
for your lips.
So
for the lady lips.
Yeah.
I would be really, really concerned about the ingredients.
yeah, because you have no idea. Yeah, obviously, we don't know what's in there.
Organic avocado oil and honey.
Oil is always a little problematic around the vagina, natural or not, and it's something we never recommend. Especially if this person was having intercourse with condoms.
That
Oil
could degrade the
oil degrades the latex in condoms, and so that's a big thing to think of. Also, oil actually contributes,
And
it'll coat the vaginal walls and contribute.
Sugar
And sugar, yes.
and yeast infections.
Yeah, this sounds like an infection waiting to happen.
Well, they're
for
saying,
sure.
well, don't ever use it internally. Well, I'm sorry, how's it not going to get in there? Right?
Right.
I mean, that's weird. But they're dubbing this as something that preys on women's insecurities about their own bodies. And the doctors say, by the way, vaginas are supposed to smell, and it will take care of itself.
Yes. Who gets chapped lips?
That problem I have never had.
That's what I'm. Why? What's the
you
need?
have some really, really bad front snuggie going on there. I mean,
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe.
Camel toe gone horribly wrong.
Something like that.
Maybe.
Hopefully, you're not peekaboo streeting down. I'm just imagining skiing, legs akimbo, naked. Feel the wind burn.
That is definitely someplace I would not want windburn.
No.
Okay, or sunburn for that matter.
Your vaginas are okay, ladies.
Okay, this is something I haven't seen. I mean, we've seen all sorts of smuggling things in pants, from snapping reptilian things to something more mundane, which this is cocaine. But it's the way this guy did it. U.S. Customs and Border Protection has Juan Carlos Galan Luparon in custody because he had 10 pounds of coke. But it was almost like he had, if you see the pictures, and we've got it, and Meg, you'll link it up, it looks like he's got a body cast on, and it's jointed. So there's one around his thighs and around his calves, and they stopped him not because they saw anything on the scan, but they said, well, he looks like he's busting out of his pants, not in a good way. And the last time we talked about this, it was like turtles. Remember, Colleen?
Yeah.
Like something was not right in the pants. Yeah.
Obviously, it was not where it was trying to stuff this under skinny jeans. And should have been going for the Nike sweatpants.
Yeah, don't be a hipster when you're smuggling cocaine.
That's all I can
$164,000 worth of cocaine, I might add.
So this is obviously was not using the clear knee mom jeans that Nordstrom's is like.
What?
Did this run across your Facebook feed
No.
yesterday? Ran across mine, and then several other people shared it, and I saw it in a couple of other things. But Nordstrom's right now is shopping